Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kitahi and I'll be sharing 10 things I've learned ever since I started doing my makeup, which was like 3 months ago. I'm going to start with my eyes. I'm not doing anything to my eyebrows because I can't find my pencil. So that's it with them. And this is the palette we're going to use, this and this. I recreated this look, which I'm going for on my TikTok, but now I'm going to do it better because I know what I did wrong. So I'm going to change a thing or two. The first thing I've learned is makeup is fun if you take it up as a hobby, because I knew I didn't have a hobby. I never had a hobby ever since. I've never had any hobby, to be honest. And I knew my doom scrolling was getting out of hand. And I needed to take up something. And I knew I was interested in makeup, but never did anything about it. So 2026 was the year. And let me say, it's fun. It's amazing. It will help with the doom scrolling for sure. It's a good replacement for doom scrolling because you need something to give you dopamine. Although it won't give you dopamine as fast as TikToks will, but it's a good replacement. When you're doing your eye makeup and you're using concealer, you need to use a very small amount. And I like using a very light concealer. I don't know why I thought this concealer would work for me. We want the color to pop, that's why we used a very light concealer. Oh, you can see. The second thing I've learned is using the right tools for your makeup will make your makeup very easy, and it won't be hectic. You don't have to spend 2 hours doing your makeup, so you have to invest in the right tools. And by tools I'm saying brushes, sponges. I'm going to spread this brown outwards just a little bit. I'm not using any product, I'm just spreading it. I'm contemplating on whether I should add a white or this cream. Oh, perfect. Oh, told you. Right tools. Love it. Now for the final part of our makeup, of our eye makeup, is spray some setting powder to your brush. I'm using this flat brush. I'm going to take this glitter, this one, the brown one, and I'm going to apply. I don't need to tell you what the technique is for because you can see the application is very smooth, very fast, and the color is just popping. I don't have a bronzer, but I have this. This one works very well. I'm going to put it first before applying. Should I start it on my forehead? It works very well as a bronzer. Just going to stop there for now. I'm just applying my foundation. The third thing I've learned is you need to start. I know you've watched all the tutorials in the world, but you need to start. And when you're starting, I don't want you to go with the assumption that you know how to. It will be very easy. It won't be easy. That's why you need to start and you need to practice. You will you will not be a pro at first, no matter how many videos you've seen. You need to start. You need to learn your face because not every technique that influencers show will work on you. I'm applying this brown as our bronzer. This one on my nose. Instead of contouring your nose, you'll just apply. Instead of contouring your nose, you just do this and just a little concealer across here. That's it. We are going to the concealer. I'm going to apply it first with this flat brush. It has glitter. Let me clean it first. I've cleaned it a little bit. And one thing you will realize when you're practicing. I don't know, when you're practicing your makeup, you need to clean your brushes because it will ruin your makeup using the same brushes. They will take the product somewhere else you don't want it to go. So you have that there. And the confusing thing I've realized is everybody has their own technique, and sometimes you'll be overwhelmed because you don't know which one to use. The fourth thing you need to know when it comes to makeup is you need to be patient. You need to enjoy the experience of learning. You are just new, and it's a skill you didn't have. So no matter how well you thought you knew, you just need to be patient with yourself. It's a learning process. Ugh, I hope I didn't mess it up. Oh, I think I put a lot of product here. Trust the process, trust the process. It is, as you wait for the concealer to sit, practice makes perfect. Just that. You need to practice for you to see your results. You won't see them after maybe the first 3 times you do your makeup. Number 6 is makeup is expensive, as you already know, and you need to be financially responsible because you can't be buying every new product that comes out. You need to be cautious, and you can invest in I don't know if it's taking out the makeup because this puff, ugh, it gets on my nerves. On the topic of money, you need to know which products to invest in and which ones not to, because maybe you can break the bank for makeup, and it's not that serious. Like, there are cheaper products you can invest in, and they will work the same way. So you need to be very wise. You need to do your review. Just because the product is expensive doesn't mean there isn't a replacement for that is cheaper and affordable. Crazy. This is a new shade of concealer that I'm using, and I didn't know how it'll look. I used a lot of product. Number 6 or 7, I even don't know where we are at, but be patient when it comes to blending. You will look crazy, but it'll be worth your time and energy. So be patient, darlings. Blend it out with this brush. And here is where you will understand why people use angled brushes, because now I have to be very careful. And I just learned a cream brush is very preferred if you want your application to be very easy when it comes to like applying blush. You guys think? Another thing I've learned is if you're gonna consume content as a beginner, on top of consuming content from influencers, make sure you look for content from makeup artists, because influencers they won't be able to deliver the message as good as a makeup artist. So go to the source. This is why you need small brushes, because you have to get into these areas. Is makeup will force you into skincare, because you won't quit makeup every time you find a product doesn't work for you. So be ready. I think I'm okay with this. Just up here because we have some concealer. And then now we go to the powders. Let's remove these creases first before we set them in. I'm going to use this brush to remove that excess product. Nice. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, but this I was already creasing, so. Now let's go back in there. Last thing I've learned is, if you're going to use makeup, you need to know which products to invest in and which ones not to, because influencers will they won't be able to deliver the message as good as a makeup artist. So go to the source. This is why you need small brushes, because you have to get into these areas. Is makeup will force you into skincare, because you won't quit makeup every time you find a product doesn't work for you. So be ready. I think I'm okay with this. Just makeup looks very different. Mostly if you have textured skin, you will be shocked. Not in a bad way. You'll just be exposed. Picked up my product, even it out in areas. Now we look. This is how we're looking, and come. And just like that, we are done. How it's looking, and I love it. I could have changed some things, but next time. Bye. Make sure you subscribe for more.